Alright, what is up everybody? I'm Jermaine back again to cast a little bit more Starcraft 2 action. We are on the Shattered Temple, and in the far left hand corner position we have the Zerg hero, Goatboy. And in the bottom position we have the blue Protoss, Mordred. Alright, this replay, as all of my replays are right now, courtesy of /r/castit. Going to be a phenomenal game here between these two players. This is a game on the Shattered Temple, if I said that already. I'm not sure. I hope not. I don't know. But this map, I like it for Zerg. Very wide open here in the middle. As you can see, just so much space. But the natural's not bad for a Forge Fast Expand. But it doesn't look like we're going to see a Forge Fast Expand out of Mordred because of the pylon being up here. And the main, actually doesn't even look like he's going to go for a wall off, looking for probe efficiency here. It'll be interesting to see how the Zerg player takes that. By the way, for those of you that like my casts, you're in luck because I started spring break today. That is right. What is today's date? March 16th. It is 5 o'clock, and I'm just starting spring break and I'm feeling awesome. I'm going to cast and play and watch a lot of StarCraft 2. I'm going to be going to MLG Columbus. Oh man, I'm so excited. First gateway in, the spawning pool coming down at about the same time, so a 15 pool and a 13 gateway here coming out. So yeah, if you like the sound of my voice or like the way I talk about this game, you, my friend, are in luck. If you hate the way I talk or hate the sound of my voice, I don't even know what you're doing. But yeah, I'm not going to announce the league of this game. I'll tell you at the end. Mostly because I don't like to know until the end either. Just so I can cast unobjectedly. But a little probe hide in action here. Did they get scouted? I don't think so. I don't think that Overlord even has a chance of seeing it either. But if he was paying attention in the minimap, he would have saw a probe, but I don't think he was. And that hatch is going down, so the Zerg is going to get his economic advantage that he needs so desperately. The Zella and the Cybernetics core starting. I'm kind of curious to see what tech both of these players go for. There is no gas yet, so will probably be a lot of Zealots right now coming out for the Protoss. And then we'll be interested to see what happens. And as soon as I say that, he takes a gas. But still, it's only one gas. I don't think it's going to be any kind of heavy sentry play. You know, we're obviously not going to see any sort of, you know, DT play, but oh, smart OV scout. Goatboy goes and scouts this proxy pylon. We were going to see some cheesy, you know, maybe just aggressive play, but Goatboy, not even caring, he's going to go ahead and scout it and ruin all the fun for the Zerg, or the Protoss. If only Zerg could warp in. Tell you what. One gas geyser is down, taking both of them. And a Roach Warren is about 25% of the way done, so I think that's going to be the tech path we're going to see. A lot of early Roach aggression here, maybe. And, you know, you got some guys on geysers, so you start that Roach production, crank it up. Cybernetics core is underway with the Warp Gate research. And looks like we're going to see another gateway or two. So we're going to have the 3 gateways, it looks like. And then the Protoss might pressure, the Protoss might expand, and this probe and this pylon are going to get taken out. I like the scouting of this Overlord here. He won't be able to see an expansion, but later on he'll be able to shift and scout an expansion. He'll be able to come over here and quickly scout the 3rd. I like it. It's just all around good play from the Zerg player with his Overlords. 4th gateway coming up now, and the 3rd Stalker is joining the fight. Or Stalker. I always mess those two up. I tell you what, is there a 3rd Zealot is joining the fight with Warp Gate about 50% of the way done. G gases now are up, and they've been mined from a little bit here by the Protoss. I'll be really interested to see his tech path. Could be anything at this point. He could just stick heavy gateway and then expand into it. I don't know. He had this certainly come out and scout. Oh, but another pylon gets hidden up here. I missed that, but this Protoss player, you know, he knows how to get his pylons around the map. Let me tell you what. Money getting a little high for either player. That means they're probably going to tech soon or expand, so I'm kind of excited to see what route they go. We're going to see Warp Gate finish right about now, so we'll see all these gateways crank over, and there they all go right on time. and be really curious to see the tech path here. Zerg is hard supply blocked, so we'll see here momentarily what type of research he wants to go for. And a round of Stalkers coming in, and I think we're going to see a push coming out here shortly by the Protoss player. 12 Zerglings on the way. Surprised he's not getting roaches. I'm surprised he's not getting roaches. Interesting decision making there. Build the roach ward and you don't do anything about it. One Zergling coming over here, scouts this pylon. Does the Zergling, however, have any idea about that other pylon in the back? No dice. And a couple Zealots are going to get in here and ruin that. Or Stalkers. Wow, there was no Stalkers. Get in there and ruin that Zergling's day. All of these Zerglings are going to make their way over here to take out these two Stalkers. And, oh, he's going to hide them. I think that might just give up the pylon. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, that's going to be it. Considering now we're going to use this pylon over here, and then we're going to take out these back rocks and make the third accessible. I wouldn't be surprised if they even just come straight down here. They just go straight down here and march right all the way to the natural expansion. Well, these group of Zerglings could catch these group of Stalkers off guard, though. The Zealots aren't controlled properly, and they decide to run away, taking a couple losses there. Oh, a little bit of indecision making. It's going to cost all these Zerglings their life if he's not careful, and they're going to get away safely. 56 supply for the Protoss player, 44 supply for the Zerg player. As a Zerg player, you never want to be behind in supply. You just don't. There's too much risk involved with that, and just look at that army, plus that army. I think, I'm just saying, I think that kills that army. But I don't know. But yeah, I don't think the Zerg player knows what he's doing here. He's just helping this guy out with his goals. Mordred, he's helping out Mordred with his goals. But there are a fair amount of roaches out here now. 8 more on the way as well. So there's 7 on the field, 8 more on the way. So I think they'll be popping in time for these guys. Oh man, these lings, he's not paying attention to his lings. They're all going to die. Oh, and he notices just at the last minute. Let's go to the Army Loss tab. 350 supply or resources lost for the Protoss, 275 lost for the Zerg. The Zerg's actually ahead. I wouldn't have guessed that, but he is. As soon as these rocks die, we're going to see this attack hit from right here, and this attack hit from right here. A great plan of attack, actually, by the Protoss player. And I'll be interested to see if the Zerg can hold now. The 2 spine crawlers and all the roaches are going to help out a ton. So we'll be seeing here. They're kind of cocky from the Zerg player to make drones there. If you check out the unit counting station, 29 drones with 28 probes. And here comes the engagement. And the sandwich is in now. How's it going to go? The Zerg's got it, it looks like right now, because of those 2 spine crawlers. He's going to chase him out for the time being. And one queen getting a little antsy there. Queens always die first, man. Not Total Biscuit. Cat's Pajamas said that in the cast. The queens just always die first. Interesting thing to note, we are still on hatch tech. So, you know, the Zerg is a little behind in his progression here. But then again, so is the Protoss. He doesn't have anything other than gateway units. There's enough roaches actually for him, I think, to just march up one way and kill one, then come back down and kill the other. Now, if he tries to engage them both at the same time, I don't know how it'll work. It looks exactly like what he's going to do. He's going to try to go up here and kill these. I think he has enough roaches. But, oh no, he just wanted to sandwich himself. That's what he looked like he did. Now, why? Oh, a little bit of indecision there. Okay. As it stands, supply is 70 for the Protoss, 84 for the Zerg. So the Zerg has turned that table a little bit with 9 more roaches on the way. So, I mean, that 18 supply right there is what turned the table. And pylons going up here cockily, actually, by the natural here. I'm going to do some pretty aggressive warp-ins. And there is a forge going down for the Protoss player. I wonder if we're going to see some nub action. Not nub action, I mean, I say that just because you see that a lot in like lower player games where they just put cannons all around the thing, but if it works and it wins, you know, the Zerg player is pretty contained here. Supply advantage, and if we check out the army tab, he does have the army advantage as well. So I don't know. This is going to come down to a lot to control. And one Stalker is going to lose his life from this control, but oh, look at all those cannons. Zerg player says, I can't really actually deal with this anymore if you get those cannons up. So he's going to engage, and I think he's got it. I think he's at least going to be able to help stop the contain I don't know though. These 3 cannons are getting pretty close to finishing. If they finish, that could spell disaster. And it looks like they're going to finish. But now, is the Stalker army going to be able to conjoin? And it is going to be able to conjoin, and they're pretty much safe now. I don't think it's going to be in the range, but that's okay. You have +1 ranged attack and +1 carapace for the Zerg player on the way. And that's going to give him the upgrade advantage over the Protoss, because the Protoss hasn't actually started anything from this forge yet. So none of these upgrades are actually working. And the Zerg player just says, you know, I got to break it sometime. And here he is now. He's getting slaughtered by the cannons and the Stalkers, but he still remains ahead in the supply count. 90 supply to 73 in favoring the Zerg player. Zerg player going after the pylon? Oh no, he just lost a ton of stuff there. That last little bit was kind of a blunder. I guess I like going after the cannons. I guess I understand that decision making, but the decision to attack the pylon right here, not the best. But oh no, an even harder contain coming in. And he's going to cancel 1. But hard contain coming in here from the Protoss player. He's going to keep building the Stalker army, but he's going to get behind in these upgrades. Uh-oh. Third player says you're not going to get those up. I still don't know how favorable of trades these are, but it's not. They're not bad trades either, I guess. Now would be the time for the Zerg player to engage, though. And half his army's up there. He needs to get those roaches back. He just needs to wait until +1/+1 finishes, and then he'll be just fine. But until then, he really needs to relax. He's fighting a losing battle right now by attacking without all those roaches being upgraded. 13 roaches did just pop. That'll help a ton. Meanwhile, the Protoss is stuck on 1 base. And these are about mined out. 70 minerals left. You got 1 with 150, but he's about done here, guys, if he doesn't get his game together. Layer tech just now starting, so he'll be able to transition into really whatever he wants. Probably just some more upgraded roaches, I would gather, and maybe some infestors play. But I don't know. It's just going to be kind of in a weird position. Army supply is favoring the Zerg drastically now, as the money for the Protoss is starting to dwindle. I keep hitting that sound button. But still, the contain here from the Protoss player is pretty strong. 26 roaches, not bad. I don't know why I always click them. I could just go to that tab, huh? Today I learned. Yeah, so, you know, 26 roaches. It's a lot of roaches, but it's a pretty good contain they have up right now. And these spine crawlers are going to be able to deal with... Uh-oh. He's going to say he's going to attack into it. I think he actually... I don't know. If he could just get rid of those cannons are going to dish out a ton of damage. But I'm not too sure. You go to the Units Lost tab. Favors the Zerg player by about 1,000. And the supplies favor the Zerg player, you know, by like 55. So... I don't actually know what the state of the game is right now. Zerg just started as +2/+2, while the Protoss is still +0/+0, with no +1 on the way. Oh, bad mistake to root the crawler there. It's just going to get picked off. So that's a waste of a crawler. 4 crawlers are remaining in a pretty good defensive position, and he just now rebuilt a 5th. What's going on in the base of the Zerg player here? Nothing really. Layer is done. +2/+2 on the way. In the base of the Protoss, we don't see anything new. Just the 4 gates. We are now done to 1 patch. 1 patch of minerals. I'd like to see the Protoss player just expand and try something else. It looks like we're going to have a hoorah here. That's the whole army of the Protoss. I don't think Protoss can really win this game. I think the spine crawlers alone could deal handedly with this. And Zerg Army's going to attack into the cannons. I think he's just got enough here. I mean, I don't think there's a way that he's going to lose it. If he just moves his army up, he actually can get a better concave. But a lot of these roaches not firing, but I don't think it's actually going to matter. 50 supply for the Protoss, 113 for the Zerg. I don't think it matters at all. 20 more roaches on the way. Yeah, I don't think it matters. Now, the only thing I don't like about the Zerg's position is he literally has no idea what's going on. Protoss could have all these bases if he wanted. Every single one of these bases could be taken right now. and then he'd really be in a pickle. But he's not, so he's fine. And with this group of roaches, you know, with the how many of them? 39 of them. I think he'll be okay. Yeah, this little tuft of roaches probably could have won with the upgrades. It'd be smart for him to wait till +2/+2 finishes. I think that'd probably be the most intelligent thing. But now that the Protoss forces the engagement, and it's just going to be a nickel and dime, it looks like. And here comes the Zerg, fed up with it. Says I've got enough. +2/+2 is now about to finish here in a second or 2 seconds, and the last Stalker is just going to go down. All the pylons are going to go down. You can't supply block a player with 27 food, but Zerg player could if he wanted, I guess. 27 supply to 150. The only thing that's stopping the Zerg player here is just the march down here. Long distance mining at the natural, and Goatboy sees it, so he's got to feel pretty good about where he's at. You know, he's got 16,000 or 1,600 in the bank. I think he's okay, folks. I like the queen usage up here. You know, had some extra larvae, just might as well spend it. You know, the Ovi farm. Now there's a group of roaches over here. In addition to all these crazy cats, is one of these misrallied? Nope. Oh, and now taking his third. He wants to be safe. I like that. Because really, he has no idea. You know, look, he has no idea of the map. He does know now that the Protoss forced a natural, but other than that, if he just saw the Protoss taking his natural, he's got to feel good. He's got to feel great about it, actually. So we're gonna see how this game develops from here. A Stargate is in the works, as you can see over here. Stargate just now being dropped for the Protoss player. But if he can get a Void Ray out in time, a couple Void Rays, maybe this game could turn around. But otherwise, I don't think so. I mean, I don't see how. The only real fighting force he has is 2 cannons and a Stalker. 2 cannons and a Stalker to defeat 57 roaches. I think the Zerg player is going to be okay. Goatboy, I think, is going to be okay. Mordred, sorry, man. You had a Diareses? Is that what the 2 dots are? Diareses? Whatever your name. I was pulling for you. I thought that was cool. But you didn't. So, bummer, bro. The third starting to go up. The worker count is 46 for the Zerg, 26 for the Protoss. The natural is getting saturated. Main is oversaturated. He's got plenty of drones to do what he needs to do in this game. Plenty of drones. I wonder how much longer, actually, the Zerg player is just going to kind of sit and chill. But the drop, Ovi Sax is finished. The drop just got into the main. He's chrono-boosting the heck out of that Void Ray, though. This is probably going to be a game ending. The one of 2 Nexuses on the field is about to go down. There's the Void Ray now. Things could get interesting if this isn't controlled properly by the Zerg player. The Zerg player's just kind of got to do it. If the second Void Ray gets out, things are going to get really interesting. So we're going to be into a base race scenario where I think that the Zerg's just got it. The Zerg can continually just roll roaches if he really wanted. Just fine. I mean, this Void Ray is probably getting up there and kills 5 of them. I don't think it's going to matter much. Is this second warp? Yeah, it's going to get out just fine. So now there are 2 Void Rays out on the field. It's going to make things a little bit harder for the Zerg player, but I don't know. Folks, there's not a whole lot of ways to make this interesting. The Roach player's got 166 supply to 33, and there's a ton of roaches sitting over here. I know I didn't focus on the drop a whole lot, but there's really no reason to. This game would have probably been won either way. I am going to mute my mic while I sneeze really fast. Sorry about that. All the pros trying to run away. I think they're just going to try to go build Manor Nexuses all over the map. Not Manor Nexuses. Yeah, I guess they're kind of Manor Nexuses. You know you lost. You're just going to go try to build Nexuses all over the place. But this base is going to fall. This cannon's going to fall. These pylons go. I don't know what the objective here is. Yeah, work down those rocks, buddy. Hero Zealot, or Hero Stalker. Mess those up. 1 Hydra on the way. Gonna be able to deal with the Void Rays. I'd like to see him get that range upgrade that's just so good for Hydras. Where is the Hydra bay? Right there. I'd like to see him get that grooved spines, but it's okay. How many Hydras do we have out on the field? 7. I think that deals effectively with 2. Void Ray is holding me just fine. Look at all those roaches. Look at all those roaches. 40 roaches, man. 40 of them bad boys. He's just gotta march over here and it's easy peasy. But as soon as these rocks fall, makes it this Mordred stalker. Void Ray's in the main. Not a whole lot really to say. Goatboy's dealing with it fine. Took out the contain just because of a better economy. And Mordred rage quits. Rage quits. Mannerless, man, I tell you what. Well, yeah, this has been Mordred versus Goatboy on Shakur's Plateau, on Shattered Temple. I hope you liked the cast. Sorry that I couldn't make this one super interesting. If you usually like my cast and didn't like this one, this wasn't a lot to say. You know, the Zerg had a clear advantage after a couple of the engagements. Now, when he was getting hard contained here, and he was getting hard contained here, I really didn't know, because especially when he had this sandwich, I think at a certain point, if the Zerg player just would have went in, or the Protoss player rather, would just would have went into the Zerg, I think it would have been fine. But after the Zerg player cleaned up, took a third, it was fine. I mean, this drop that, I mean, literally, there was 4 gateways on a cybernetic score and a base. And there was a base here. There's not a base anymore. Then there was a base here, and there's not a base anymore. And the Protoss player made a base there, though. But I think as soon as this contain was broken, the Protoss player hadn't expanded. He was done, baby boy. Done, baby boy. But alright, yeah, this has been I'm Jermaine, casting some Starcraft 2 with Mordred and Goatboy on the Shattered Temple. I hope you liked it a lot. I'm going to be casting a lot of games today. My voice is a little sore after that one. But I'm going to be casting some more games today, so I hope you liked it. I hope you like the ones that are coming up. And I hope you all have a fantastic day, okay? Take it easy.